Ride along life worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along. Join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong. With the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride, share the light. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bring it home with such ease. Ride along. Join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong. With the host, we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride a sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along. Join the dance, let's sing the song. From island
To rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Ride along life worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the.
Welcome to Ride Along Live for today. It is Monday. And I am happy to be back. Yeah, I'm happy to be back, guys. As you come in, go ahead and share up the thing. Today is an interesting conversation. Today is an interesting conversation. Very interesting conversation. So, Camille, how you doing? Lydia James, oh Lord, I miss you guys. Although you guys was on the program while I was in Grenada, but it's different sitting back here. It's different being back at home, like in the studio, because I miss my studio when I'm away, you know? Good evening to you. Nice, beautiful. Alice, big up yourself. At followers, everybody. Today we're going to be speaking with former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas. It's going to be a historical program. It's going to be something that I believe that's going to add a lot of historical context to the young political life of Grenada, Carrick, Wampiti, Martinique. It's going to answer a lot of questions because, of course, you know, and everybody been speaking about it over the course of the day. And you know what the former Prime Minister said about this person who he claimed was, you know, made this allegation that they are trying to buy delegates, and you know, so people have a suspicion as to who it is. A lot of people think they know who it is. And I would say, so a lot of people think it's Peter David, right? So the reason why I thought that it was important to have the former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas on the program is because the person in question, Peter David, served in his cabinet as well. So of course you know that former Prime Minister knows Peter David very well. And he's here to talk to us about it. So go ahead, guys. Share the thing. Lacey J, how you doing? Let me go ahead and add followers on my end. Let me add followers here. Okay, bless you. Want to see Uncle Tilly? I feel all you come here just for Uncle Tilly, yeah? Yes, I know all you love Uncle Tilly. Let's add followers first. Before I bring on Uncle Tilly, I want all you to add followers. Everybody, add followers. I'm doing it here now. Add followers. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, my add followers not working. Oh, there you go. All right. All right, Natural Tribe, how are you doing? Big up yourself. Thank you so much. All right, guys. So help me welcome to the program today. He's no stranger to the ride. He's been here before. Former Prime Minister of Grenada. Where did he go? Hold on. Oh, there you go. Uncle Tilly, are you there? Could you hear me?
I'm hearing you loud and clear, yes.
Let me see everything. Make sure Uncle Tilly is hearing me good. Uncle Tilly, are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you perfectly.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you perfectly fine, Uncle Tilly.
Okay.
Thank you so much for joining us, Uncle Tilly, former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas. How you feeling today, sir?
I'm quite okay for the time, except I got a little challenge with the cold.
Well, you're looking good. You're looking good, man. You're looking real good. And I appreciate you joining us here today. Uncle Tilly, one of the main reasons I wanted you to chat with me here today, because I wanted to find out about more about the person in question. I mean, that story went viral today, and I think you could help us put it into perspective, historical perspective. So before we start, Uncle Tilly, I want you to help me with this historical perspective slide that we're going to talk about here, right? It's important to speak about the history of Grenadian politics, Grenadian political timeline, all right? So let's start from 1974, when Grenada was first, when Grenada gained its independence, right? So Grenada gained its independence in 1974. Then we move on to 1979, where the revolutionary NJM, New Jerusalem, led by Maurice Bishop, overthrew the Gary government. That was 1979. Moving forward to 1983, when the October 19th, 1983, when the Prime Minister Maurice Bishop was executed during a coup by a fraction of the NJM. So far, the history going to the timeline going together fine?
Yes, that's so far it's fine, yes.
Okay. October 25th, 1983, we had the U.S. invasion of Grenada, Operation Urgent Fury.
Yeah, you say invasion, I say intervention.
Okay, intervention, invasion. Okay, great. It's important that we go through this timeline. 1984, we had a constitutional government restored after the election of the GNP, after the election, and GNP was put in power at that point in time.
No, there was an interim government.
Okay.
With Nicholas Brafitt.
Okay, at that point in time.
That laid the foundation for the December 1984 elections.
Okay. All right. Okay.
That's when the NNP came into office for the first time.
Right. Okay. Okay. Good. So in 1990, the first NDC government, Nicholas Brafitt, National Democratic Congress, won the election in 1990.
No, we did not win outright.
Okay.
We won, we won about 7 seats.
Okay.
And 2 members from the Grenada United Labour Party.
Right.
The late Dr. Gibbs and the late Edson Thomas.
Right.
They decided to join forces with the NDC.
Okay. Okay, so then we had the Prime Minister then at that time, Nicholas Brathwaite.
Yes.
Okay, good. Then in 1995, we had Dr. Kit Mitchell, the New National Party. That was the first official victory at the poll, 1995.
Yes.
Okay, led by Dr. Kit Mitchell. So from 1995, then we had, let me pull up my history chart because it's important to get these recollection correct. So from 1995, let me go back. 1995, that was election on June 20th, 1995. Then January 18th, another election, 1999.
Yes.
NNP won the election again, Dr.
Yes.
Mitchell. And November 27th, 2003, another victory for the New National Party. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Your opposition got 7 seats at that election.
Okay, good. So in 2008, July 8, 2008, your administration, the Tillman Thomas led administration, were able to win at the poll July 8, 2008, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And in 2013, February 19th, 2013, Dr. Kit Mitchell again came back and won with a clean sweep. You lost your seat. Everybody lost their seat at that time.
Yes.
Okay. All right. It's important. I want to get the history right. In March 13th, 2018, then March 13th, 2018, we had another victory for the NNP.
Yes.
All right. And at present, we have President, we have Honorable Deacon Mitchell, who is the current Prime Minister, won the election in 2022 to present. I wanted to get this history right. So far, we good on the historical recollection.
Yeah, that's the historical side of it, yes.
Okay. So good. We got that. Uncle Tilly, I want you to talk to me about your role in the NDC and your formulation, the role that you played in the formulation of the NDC.
Well, the NDC is a democratic organization. I happen to be the leader at the time, but we comply with the constitution, the guidelines of the party, and in government, we respected the institutions and comply with the institutions of government.
Right. Okay. All right. Good. So in 2008, as we said on the screen there, when you came into power, your led administration, you brought on Peter Mitchell. Peter Mitchell. I'm losing my mind. Peter David,
Yeah.
right? Peter David. And he was a part of your cabinet. Tell us about what you knew about Peter David from that point, from that time coming into your cabinet.
Well, I know Peter as a political activist. I know he was involved in the revolution.
We seem to have
that after we've been through all this revolution and to build democratic institutions, were interested and willing to comply with democratic practices. They want to join the NDC. And Peter David and others joined the NDC under some protests from other members of the NDC. As a matter of fact, some members, Peter and others came in, but I didn't see this as a major problem because, again, I'm saying that my focus is on building democracy and democracy so that no individual or one person could come in and do what he or she wants. So Peter and others were welcome. And we campaigned in the leading up to the 2003 election. I say we almost won the election. We got 7 of the 15 seats. We lost Carrie Cooper, I think, just about 1 or 2 votes. We continue.
Right.
From 8, and we were successful in it. And again,
right.
We continue governing. But as you say, I mean,
Okay, Uncle Tilly, stand by, because we're not hearing. And I want, of course, the viewers to hear. Uncle Tilly, hold on 1 second. I think we're having problem hearing you properly because your internet is kind of shaky a bit. We lost Uncle Tilly, but we're going to try to regain him back. His connection was getting very, very weak. It's important that we went through this history, guys, because I want everybody to understand the context and the history of Grenadian politics. Very young democracy. I haven't seen Uncle Tilly video come up as yet. So we'll wait on that. We'll wait on his connection. All right. While we wait on his connection, guys, let me give you a. Okay, I think I see Uncle Tilly now. All right, Uncle Tilly, are you there? Uncle Tilly, are you there? I'm not hearing him. I don't know if you want to take the connection on your phone. Yeah, but your internet is very bad. I don't know if you want to do the connection on your phone because for some reason. Okay, let me see if I could put you back in because the internet is sort of breaking up a bit on your end. Yeah, I'm hearing you, but it's on and off. So I want to fix it. Ask your assistant there if they could connect via the phone via your phone line because it seems like the computer internet it's choppy and it's cutting off. So ask your assistant if they could just connect you via your cell phone. So in that way we'll be able to possibly hear you a little bit better. Okay? Just ask if you could connect with the phone instead. All right? Hey guys, so as we work on reconnection with Uncle Tilly, it's a very important and it's a historical lesson here all together as one. All right, he's working to connect via the phone line. Yeah, he's still working to connect via the phone line. So while we wait on Uncle Tilly's connection, I want to give you guys some more history on some historical recollection of Peter David. So I could bring this down and bring this up. You know what? Let's take a quick commercial break. Let me sort out Uncle Tilly. I'll be right back. Don't move. We're watching Ride Along Live.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live. Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
All right, let me see if we... All right, we're going to reconnect with Uncle Tillman Thomas, guys. So again, we're talking about this from a historical perspective, right? From a historical point of view, to give the viewers a better sense of understanding about the political landscape of Grenada. I think I could hear Uncle Tilly on the next line. Let me make sure that he joined us back. I'm still not able to see you. So if your assistant could just help you get your video back up, because I'm not seeing your video at this point. All right. I think I'm seeing the same video.
Sure, you can click on it. All right, yeah.
All right, you see me now? Are you hearing me?
Okay. All right. All right. I'm seeing you good on the computer. Hopefully it stays that way. You could put the phone down because I'm seeing you better on the computer now.
Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. I'm hearing you fine.
Okay then.
The computer is back. The computer is back.
All right.
Okay. Tilly, tell me a little bit about Peter David. All right, so we lost him again. We're having a very bad connection day with Uncle Tilly on his end, but we will, and still trying to rectify the issue. All right. All right, guys, let me run this slide in the meantime, because we did put together some graphics to explain and to recollect history. Uncle Tilly having a very bad day in connection in Hermitage. So the folks in Hermitage, if you could just fix Uncle Tilly connection there so he could. Okay, I'm seeing him on the computer. The computer is not doing too well. Hi guys, stay with us, stick with us. Uncle Tilly, are you there? Are you hearing me? Okay. All right, nothing as yet. Nothing as yet. Don't worry, guys. We're fighting up to ensure that you guys hear from the man himself, Uncle Tilly. And his connection is just a little bit bad at this time, but I'm sure it will be. They will figure it out. All right. So I see his assistants working on this end. All right. All right. Are you hearing me? Okay. Are you hearing me? I'm not hearing you at all. So I don't know if you're muted. Try speaking again, because I'm not hearing you at all. Or try to connect via the phone. That might help.
No,
All right.
No,
Okay.
I'm not muted.
The audio is on now. The audio is on right now. Try speaking again, because I'm not hearing you at all.
But I'm hearing
Try
you.
to connect via the phone. That might help.
I'm
No,
hearing
no.
you very clear.
Okay. Turn off the computer, the phone. All right.
No, I'm not muted.
On now. The audio is on right now. Just
Okay.
turn off the phone and just turn the computer. Because I'm not seeing you on the phone. I'm seeing you on the computer. Okay. Okay. Turn off the phone. All right. They're really trying their best. They're really trying their best at his end. But it is in fact even a little bit of a challenge on their end. All right. Let's take another quick commercial break and we'll rectify this. We're chatting live. Tillman Thomas will be right back.
Pick yourself up with Ride Rent a e-bike today and take advantage of the smartest and coolest way to get around. Rental starting for only $30 per hour and less than $100 EC per day. Zip through traffic, save money, and look awesome doing it. Check us out at the Esplanade Mall today. Visit us online at ridersebike.com or give us a call at 473-422-1011. Your wallet and the planet will thank you. Ride Rent a e-bike.
Hi guys, we are back and still having a bit of a challenge here. Still have a bit of a challenge here connecting with Uncle Tillman Thomas to give us his reaction on a few things, a few viral items for today. So they're trying to rectify that problem. But I think it's because of internet connectivity on their end. All right. So we shall wait just a quick minute just to see if that will be rectified. Otherwise, I will have to take the whole thing on audio, and I didn't want to do that. Yeah, I would much prefer if we. Stand by, guys. In the meantime, somebody in Hermitage, get off all your internet so that Uncle Tilly could connect. Yeah, I think right now we'll do the phone line. So we'll have to do the phone lines. Let me call Uncle Tilly on the phone. We just have to connect him via the phone lines and have this conversation on phone.
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
I switched device. He's using my my iPad now.
Okay.
So I don't know. It should be better.
No.
Yeah.
Connect. Go into studio. Go into studio because I'm not seeing you on your iPad. Go into the studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying everything,
Yeah.
guys. We're trying everything to get Uncle Tilly sorted.
Ride along live worldwide.
Yeah, so somebody in Hermitage, all you get off all your internet because all you're lagging the internet, all you're causing the internet to lag.
Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit.
Yeah, hello?
Every show.
I'm not seeing him in studio, so you have to go into the studio so that we'll be able to see him.
Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host, we belong.
Again, guys, we are waiting and trying to connect to Uncle Tillman Thomas. Have a lot to say on the recent viral clip that everyone spoke about today involving Peter David and what was said by the former Prime Minister. Uncle Tilly is in a strategic position to speak about this because, of course, Peter David was a member of his cabinet, right? And in addition, we'll speak about person and also, as quoted, all right, I think I see him now. The former Prime Minister said that he's not sorry for what happened. We're going to find out more about that. Okay, I think I see him now. All right, Uncle Tilly, I think we're good now.
Okay.
The former Prime Minister said. All right, I'm hearing a background. So, something playing? You have the phone, something playing? Is a phone or something on? I'm hearing a background. So just cut the phone or computer, whatever is playing in the background.
Yeah, it's gone now.
All right. Okay, so we have you now. Thank you so much, Uncle Tilly. That's what happens with technology, but it's sorted. See how easy that was? Yes, Uncle Tilly. So tell me a little bit about Peter David.
As I was saying, he was a member of our cabinet. We started working along fine. Somewhere along by 2010, I felt it was necessary to make a cabinet reshuffle.
Right.
To change, ministers around because for me, I didn't see position as the thing people should be preoccupied with. I mean, wherever I'm placed to serve myself, I've always served. And there was some resistance. They were reluctant, one or two of them, to go to take the oath from the Governor General. And I realized there was a little clique, Peter and a few others. And I felt like it was power. I mean, they want to be in the seat of power, and they felt that they were reluctant, as I say, to take up the new offices. It took some time, but they finally did. So then I realized that we were, facing some difficulties. And there were some activities at the party level because he was the general secretary. So it gets to the stage where the party itself was not too happy with the conduct of some of the ministers and other officials of the party. So sometime, I think it was in 2012, the party had a convention and a decision was taken to expel them from the party in a democratic fashion.
Right. Did you see his expulsion from the party as possibly hurting or hindering your political agenda or your political position? Because of course that was to 2012, and the election was due the following year.
Well, of course, that would affect our support. It shows division within the party. I mean, and people would lose some confidence. I mean, the perception was that they were working with the NNP. I mean, there was a vote of no confidence brought in by Michel, and they were, they were seem to be giving him support at the background. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You cannot be sorry for something as this. I'm always I feel sorry for Grenada, because Grenada that suffers with this kind of power struggles, and that was my main concern. I find it was strange knowing the history of NNP and the history of Dr. Mitchell in particular.
Uh-huh.
I find it was strange for someone who is associated with a party that is democratic, transparent, and always seek the interests of Grenada, that is the National Democratic Congress. I was surprised to see that these people were using the position to undermine the National Democratic Congress, and the beneficiary was the NNP.
Do you think that the NNP had a hand in terms of making the whole situation unstable? You think Dr. Keith Mitchell had a hand in kind of making shaking Peter up a bit?
When you mean shaking him up, where you mean? When he was part of our government?
Yeah, well, do you think that he had a part to play in the instability of the party?
Well, I believe once I realized that I was not well, in local terms, I was not a walkover. They couldn't take over the party from me. I became democratically, I'm talking about.
Right.
Because I was not no one-man show. I think they set out to undermine the organization.
Right. So you're saying, when you say take the party from you, how did that come across to you? Like, what were they planning to do? How were they planning to
Well,
do?
I think they did a survey. A survey was done by Wickham. And showing how Peter was popular and he was the man that the people wanted and all, this sort of a thing. But that was, I think that survey they were basing it on.
Right. So they came to you as sitting Prime Minister and said, well, look at the poll.
No, not he. The poll came to us. He didn't,
Okay. So the poll came to you. Tell me how that whole thing, how it happened.
Well, no, we were not really involved in it. The poll was conducted.
Right.
And we got the information. So there were certain elements within the NDC and out of the NDC who were trying to promote Peter David as the leader of the party.
Right. What was his political aspiration? Did you see that he was really trying hard to be leader of the party, to be prime minister? What, in your mind, what was his political
Well, I think he had an interest, yes, because as general secretary, he was active in the different constituencies. But I think with if he had abided his time and worked within the democratic structures, I felt he could have emerged as the leader of the party.
Let's talk about going into the election, 2013. And I'm sure that you're thinking now with the instability, and people hate instability in government. Coming up at 2012 and then 2013 election, did you have any confidence or do you believe that it would have gone as bad as it did?
Not really. I thought we could have done better. Because our record of the government was fairly okay. It was only, as I say, the undermining, the division, I think was our major problem.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the new National Party and Dr. Keith Mitchell. Right. Of course, in Parliament we seen so much videos of Parliament and how heated it was. Right. When you look at what's happening in Parliament now and the heated debate, is it similar to what you would be familiar with during your time there in Parliament, or it's just a different level type of conversation and debate?
Well, it's generally, opposition in Parliament look for issues and coming and make noise. Generally, debate in Parliament is not a regular thing that people react to decisions taken by those in authority. Dr. Mitchell walked out during our time too, just as he walked out not too long ago. It's similar type of debate.
Okay, all right. I was sent this question earlier in reference to your tenure, and it says that reflecting on your tenure, your time there as Prime Minister, what would you say was the most significant accomplishment of your governance from 2008 to 2013?
Well, we did a few things well enough. We did one or two infrastructural projects. We laid the foundation for the Parliament. We were able to get the Grenville market and so going. All these things were in on paper. We were able to get them going. We laid the foundation for UE campus at Hope in St. Andrews. The land was obtained and everything, but the NNP came in and they just shelved it. You know, we removed criminal libel from the book so that journalists could operate without any fear. You know, we introduced a free school book program. You know, so I mean, we were doing positive things to assist the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique.
Right. And were there policies or projects that you wish you had been given more time to develop?
Well, I say, I mean, there are a few road projects that the NNP came in and they did them in St. George's. But the one I think that is the most the hurtful, the one that the Grenadians have been deprived of, I believe, is the UE campus at Hope. I think that would have been a major thing for Grenada. You know, the property that in the land is still there.
Right, yeah. You spoke about the criminal libel, right? And which is very important, especially for journalists and people could speak. But what about, there's another aspect of it. So you cannot be criminally, is it criminal libel that you took off from the books?
Yeah, we removed it. Yeah, a journalist cannot be held criminally liable in Grenada.
But they could be sued,
civilly, yeah.
Civilly, so civil libel. Was that something that you were trying to also work on as well? Because people, it still brings fear. It still brings a level of fear if you know that you could sue for all that you work for.
Yeah, but it's a person's right. If you defame a person's character, the person has a right to take action against you. But with criminal libel, it was, you know, it is like something that restricted freedom of expression.
Right. Okay. Well, listen, I specifically wanted to touch on, I want to get into that as yet, right? I want to get into that as yet. I wanted to kind of get a feedback on the person that we're speaking about, Peter David, because yesterday what we saw was a massive condemnation from the leader of the NNP, Dr. Keith Mitchell. I want you to take a quick look at this video here and give me a comment on this. Check this out.
Any change within the NNP requires a steady and stable hand. So I sound an alarm today that this party will not be silenced. Watching the fundamental rights of our people be trampled upon. We will always stand for the fundamental rights of the people of Grenada, Carriacou, and Peter Martinique. We will be the voice of the people. The voice of the voiceless. I sound a warning and an alarm that we are oiling all our political weaponry and machinery to rescue this beautiful land of ours. There are those, sisters and brothers, who seek to divide our party. He said, I don't believe we must hide anything. We have to talk. Morris hide a lot of things and he faces death. Keith Mitchell ain't going down that road. There are those who seek to divide our party and our country with underhand maneuverings, funding media platforms of individuals to attack and spread propaganda on the NNP and its leadership. I don't know what they're going to do with Keith Mitchell again. They can't leave me alone. Even I'm talking about leaving, but they're still attacking me every night, every morning, every day. They can't leave the man alone. Leave me to rest. Leave me alone. Because what they say, If you play with things with fever, you will get fever. You remember that story? Sisters and brothers, we are not in this for selfish means for power. I want to sound an alarm today again, sister, but within a new national party. That new national party would not be hijacked by anyone whatsoever. You hear me? This new national party will not be hijacked by anyone whatsoever. I've been in around this party for 40 years. And convention coming, we've never gone to people coming and tell me, oh, people coming to them and asking them to pay them money to vote for them in convention. We never had that before. Where this thing come from? Where this thing come from? Where this thing come from? Paying people to come and vote in a convention? Man, God, are you crazy? And you want Keith Mitchell to keep his mouth shut? I go talk. I encourage you, the loyal supporters of this party, to stay focused. Be more inquiring. Question the motives of those who continually attack and push propaganda about the party's leadership. You must question that. When you hear some of them who claim to have been NMP supporters attacking the leadership. If you are NMP sympathizer, how could you be attacking the leadership of the party? Choops. Choops. This party will not be destroyed by a few persons who do not truly care about the NNP and Grenada. Get it right. Our party has had hostile attacks before from both inside and outside. We had the A-team before who wanted to take over the NNP, and they were soundly beaten on the NNP convention in McDonald College in 1994. NNP convention will come, and anyone try to do anything against the best interests of the party would be soundly beaten once again by the new national party.
All right, we're going to take it right there. Uncle Tilly, does this sound to you like he's speaking about Peter and the people that you know from what you observed during your time?
Well, first thing I'd like to say that does not sound as a leader of a democratic organization. In a democratic organization, any member of that organization is free to challenge and to contest any position. So that sounds to me more like, you know, when you have this organization, well, I have to use a term, the mafia organization with a family thing. You must have heard about the Gallo and the Gambino.
Right.
That NNP seems to be more like that than a democratic organization. But when you're talking about who could lead the party and about this DNA and all this thing, that is not democracy. Any individual, whether he joined the party 6 months ago or 12 years ago, is free to challenge and to contest for leadership or any position in a political party. And I mean, Dr. Mitchell talking about the voiceless. I mean, if you check the history of Grenada, no individual or political party has done more damage to the image and the economy of Grenada than Dr. Mitchell and the New National Party. Now, and they are documented. I mean, we could start from the shrimp farm scandal in St. Mark's, the chicken farm scandal. You had the garden groups. You had the cab bank, the call center. These are millions of dollars that gone, deprived the Grenadian people, the so-called people he's talking about, the voiceless. He has taken advantage of the voiceless more than any other individual in the history of our country. And it is documented there. So this, it is just some old talk. And I mean, it just falls right within what the Calypsonian says, innocent. It is my property. That's not a Democratic Party. The leader of a Democratic Party will never song like that. You have to build leadership, and there must be succession. Not succession ordered by those at the top, but people emerge as leaders and they challenge leaders. That is the essence of democracy. And this is why I believe that this is something that you and the whole journalistic fraternity should be concerned about too. Because this in itself is a threat to democracy. Because NNP is supposed to be a party within a democratic society. But the language used there is quite inconsistent with democracy and democratic organization. This language is more consistent with mafia organization.
So you say in the NDC and other parties, if someone came in and wanted to rise up as a leader, once they present the credentials and they could win delegates over, then they could rise up as leader.
Definitely, and young people. Well, look, from your own assessment, Dr. Mitchell said he has been there for over 40 years. After 40 years, no young person could emerge. I mean, you think about it, and the Grenadian people should think about it themselves. I mean, at one time he said he didn't see anybody to succeed him. At one time he going, he said this is the last what? Use all kind of an expression, you know, that he's leaving. One for the road, one for the road. I mean, people with character and integrity and people committed to Grenada, I cannot see how they could align with that type of leadership. If you have any dignity about you, how could you subscribe and rally behind that? I mean, you know, we have to be a pro people and stand up for what we believe in. Look, when I was in the NNP under Howard Blaze, I saw that Dr. Mitchell, from my assessment, he was not promoting the right values within our party. And I challenged him as General Secretary. I mean, winning was not I know you'd have more votes, but the principle, I mean, if that's not those within the NNP now, I think they should challenge Dr. Mitchell. They stand up for what is right. They have to give that party a better image than it has now. You know, I mean, when you look at the history and the damage this party has done to this country, I mean, I still find it strange how Grenadians who claim to be intelligent, sensible, and patriotic could rally behind this kind of leadership.
Yeah. I asked the question, and because I know the answer, I didn't ask it because I didn't know the answer. As far as it relates to the NDC, we had Dickon Mitchell that came in, and he became leader of the party. Now he's prime minister. So I don't understand when Dr. Mitchell spoke in reference to creating a school and schooling people to get to that. It seemed as if he was preventing, or he's somehow trying to block one person in particular. I don't know if that's your read on it.
Yeah, well, it appears so, because I mean, definitely, I mean, what Grenada knows, and everybody knows that, I mean, Peter has a following with him. How big, how strong that following is, we don't know. But I mean, since within the NDC, Peter had some, you know, people rallying with him, and some of them are still there. But you see, Dr. Mitchell accommodated them. I mean, Peter became part of his organization. And if Peter wants to run for position, Peter and them should, but they need to show the strength too. I mean, you know, I mean, if I am in an organization and I want to run for position, and I know I'm a registered member of that organization, I would challenge anybody, whoever it is, you know?
Right. Do you think, or what do you think is Peter's history or legacy would be after this? Do you think Peter would survive that type of tongue lashing that he received?
Well, it's hard to tell, you know, it's hard to tell, because at the end of the day, I believe that the truth will prevail. And just as how Dr. Mitchell hijacked the party from Hubert Blaze. The same karma may come back to him too. You see, I mean, he's talking about nobody going to hijack this party. What happened to Hubert Blaze in 89? Because of his physical inability, he couldn't move about. They move about and manipulated the delegates and gave him the impression that he would be reelected as leader, and he was not. So you see, when you do things like that, it comes back to haunt you. So this word of hijacking is not new. That NNP was hijacked already. And again, I'm saying it's hard to hijack a democratic organization. So that's that kind of special, NNPs, as I say, it's more like a mafia organization. And the language used by the leader, about the DNA, and it come from the bowels of the, that's not democratic expressions at all.
Right. Have you spoken to Peter at all since 2008, 2013?
Yeah, whenever we meet to chat here, we talk all the time. I never hold anything against Peter or anybody. I'm nothing against Peter, nothing against Dr. Mitchell. I disagree with them politically.
Right.
But at the same time, I have nothing against them.
So what advice?
My concern is about Grenada.
What advice?
When I take a stand for Grenada,
right,
and in particular because of Dr. Mitchell, it would seem that I'm against him, but I'm not against him. I'm for Grenada. And because he has been the most destructive force politically in Grenada, people will see me as his enemy. I'm not his enemy. I am for Grenada, and I love Grenada. I hate no one.
Right. What advice would you have for Peter after what was said publicly?
Again, we are different. I would rally if I'm a member of an organization, and I believe that organization need to be rebranded. That organization need a better image. I don't believe Dr. Mitchell's image is the best image for Grenada. And I think if Peter and them feel they could come up with a leadership that is more acceptable and more credible, they should work at it and challenge Dr. Mitchell.
Right. Okay. All right, guys. I saw a few calls coming in. We're going to get some calls in to Uncle Tilly here. A few people send me some voice notes. I'll give you a chance to chat live. The number that you call on the screen, 718-701-5720. Chatting live here with Uncle Tilly, former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas. Let's take a quick break. And we're checking your call. You could call now. The number that you call is 718-701-5720. That's 718-701-5720. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back with your calls.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians! From wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up several notches, but the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
All right, guys, we have on with us today Uncle Tilly Tillman Thomas, and he's chatting with us live. Uncle Tilly, I got a message I was sent in via WhatsApp, and this person wanted to find out. They said, during your tenure time in office, Grenada explored the potential oil and gas resources. Can you provide insights into the status of the exploration during your tenure and what government envisioned for the development of that sector?
Well, I know we did some investigation. We went and entered into an agreement with Trinidad and Tobago. And as I say, we didn't have a long time in office, but we did some. The boundary delimitation, we set up the main thing, the boundary delimitation. So the foundation was laid. But I don't think that the NNP, when they came in, I think they went in a different direction.
Right. Do you think more needed to be done to expand on the exploration?
Well, I believe so, yes. Especially with our neighbors, Trinidad, they have expertise in that area. Our plan was to work together with Trinidad. But first, I say, once we delimit with Trinidad, then we have to delimit with Venezuela too. But we started with Trinidad. So we know what really belongs to us. That's the first thing. You have to know what is yours before you could move out on the international scene to negotiate. And that's what we did.
Okay. Our next question coming in here from Debbie. She's saying that okay, let's take this phone call and then I'll take the call coming in on the WhatsApp. Caller live, where are you calling us from?
Hello?
Hey, caller live, where are you calling us from?
I'm Grenada.
Okay, turn your background down for me a bit. Your TV?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Pose your question to Uncle Tillman Thomas.
Yeah, good night, Honorable Tillman.
Yeah, good night.
I just want to voice my opinion, Junior.
Yes.
It relates to the leadership of the NMP. There was a program I called on, which I want to agree with Uncle Tilly, relating to the leader of the opposition. I was saying that he should allow other members in the party to challenge him, and that gives the party more credibility and see him as a government of democracy. So I want to just voice my opinion that what Uncle Tilly thinks that if Peter or other members in the party should challenge Dr. Keith for the leadership. And I think if Dr. Keith does that, then he will give his party more credibility and leverage to come back than he is trying to handpick somebody or trying to be as the leader. Because even though he wants to remain the leader, he can do that. But if there's people with the party that want to challenge him like Peter or other people, they should be allowed to do that. That's my say on that. Thank you.
Yeah, well, that's my take on it. I mentioned that in my presentation. That's what should be done. I believe they should challenge him. That is the essence of democracy. You know, the delegates would decide.
Right. Again, guys, 718-701-5720. You could call in live, or we much more prefer if you call in live. I'm seeing a lot of messages coming in on the WhatsApp. A message coming in here, say, during your time in office, Grenada, okay, we read that one already. Okay, your government emphasized on good governance and anti-corruption measures. Looking back, do you think that, do you think the challenges you face in implementing these reforms were more political or systemic?
Well, I mean, we took a stand against corruption, and the record would show that. We were very transparent. We respected the institutions. No one could identify scandals as could be done under the NNP, under the NDC. If you check during my tenure in office, I can't think of any public officers who took us to court for disrespecting the institution, whereas you have people like Tillman Thomas, you had Francis, there's several officials, Richard Duncan. NNP a total disregard for people and the democratic institutions, and take action against them and end up being a burden on the state. So our record is quite different when it comes to that.
Right. Okay. All right. Got a call on the line. Caller live. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from St. David.
St. David?
Yeah.
Caller, go right ahead.
So, good night, Junior. Good night, Uncle Tilly.
Yes. Go right ahead.
I would like to say, Mr. Tillman is one of the most honest men in politics in Grenada. I would also like to make some remarks about yesterday.
Yes.
In the General Council.
Yes.
And Dr. Mitchell is a very smart man when it comes to politics or when it comes to playing games. And I believe those remarks was because he feels threatened by Peter David. So he's trying to intimidate those who have vote in the convention. Again, those remarks and comments yesterday, because feel threatened by Peter David, because a survey was done and Peter David is in the lead for the leader of the NMP. And he's feeling threatened by Peter David. That is why he's making those kind of remarks publicly to intimidate those in position to vote in convention. Thank you, Junior. Have a good night.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much, Paula. You can respond to any part of what he said?
Well, he should be challenged. My stand is that it's a democratic organization, and the members of that organization should examine themselves.
Right.
And they should not be manipulated by an individual who has been there for 40 years and no leader emerged within that period. It's like a family. I mean, you're a father, you become a grandfather, and you can't see anybody within your first generation, second generation to come in and take care of business. Something must be wrong with you.
Right. Let's go back to the phone lines. We've got another call on the line. Caller line, where are you calling us from?
Grenada. Junior George, your constituency.
Oh, yes. Hi, how are you?
Andrew Southwest.
Yes.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Nice.
Yeah. So two things I want to say tonight is that two things I was really amazed with Dr. Mitchell when he said he wants to come back there to see NNP flourish, right?
Yeah.
NNP flourish, and that's a political party. Now he's supposed to say he wants to come back there, Grenada flourish. And the other thing that he said that I wasn't in support of, when he said he wants to come and rescue Grenada. Now I believe that Grenada has gotten all the rescue that he needed, right? Because we have the supply investment program that was crashing down. We as Grenadians couldn't know what's going on there, right? Plus, we had issues like the pension pay, dock salaries, and stuff like that. So in his general council meeting, they always like to say that we have infighting and fighting this and fighting that. But really, I couldn't see it. I see all the fighting is happening on his side. No, to be honest with you, I believe, as Maurice Bishop said, when your time come, and I believe that this man's time has come. So I don't want to focus on him really. What I want to focus on is the fact of him saying that he wants his party to flourish, which he is very specific about his party. He wants to rescue Grenada from what? I don't know what calamity that Grenada is in now that needs to be rescued. So that's my contribution. All
right, thank you so much, caller.
Just to add, Junior, to what that caller said.
Yes.
Yeah, this issue of rescue. I mean, this is way out. Grenada was rescued in June of 2022. And Grenada is still in a rescue mode because of the reckless, governance of Dr. Mitchell and the NNP. The caller mentioned some of the things that are happening right now, like the CBI, the pension, the school, the public service, giving people some form of prominence in the public service. So what is there to be rescued? Grenada is still in a rescue mode because of the reckless governance of the NNP, plus the least dimension of the projects that millions of dollars gone to foreigners, depriving Grenada of. So this thing about rescue is becoming like a joke. Grenada NNP need to be rescued. If there's one thing NNP need to be rescued as an organization. But Grenada is in good hands, and the right-thinking Grenadians, they know that. Positive things are happening in Grenada, and the whole governance agenda is far superior to that of the New National Party.
Right. Again, guys, we're taking your call. You could speak live here with former Prime Minister Honorable Tillman Thomas. The number that you call is on the screen, 718-701-5720. You could call us right now. I'm getting a lot of messages on WhatsApp, but we would like you to call. Again, the number again is 718-701-5720. A question here that came in, he said that in 2012 resignation of Peter David and the subsequent, okay, let me take the call, then I'll go back to the WhatsApp. Caller live, where are you calling us from? Hello? Hello?
Hello, hi, Junior.
Yeah, hi. Listen to me on the phone line and not on the live. So turn the live audio down a bit.
Yeah, my live is down, yeah.
All right, so go ahead, caller. Where are you calling us from?
I'm from Canada, but I'm from St. Patrick.
Okay, good. St. Patrick, go right ahead.
Right. So my question to TV, the St. Patrick Road project from like Hermitage go right down to Cruise. Is that work complete, or there was more to be done to go down to Montfendu and go down to the like Setes? Or I don't know if that was the destination of the complete of the road, or there was supposed to be more to be done.
Yes, caller, there is more to be done. The Montfendu Bridge in particular, that bridge has to be rebuilt, and the road is supposed to go right down to Mount Rodney. You know, it was done from Hermitage, also from Google. It's supposed to go right down to Montfendu, and down to Mount Rodney. The project has not been completed.
Okay, all right. A question that just came in here, interesting question. If for any reason, say Peter went in against the former Prime Minister for leadership and he lost, right? What would be your advice to him at that point? Or would you care to share an advice to him if he went in and lose? Does he have a political future after this?
Well, if you're committed to the country, one doesn't have to be in any particular position to make a contribution.
Right.
You know, if you want to help Grenada and work for the benefit of the people, you know, you'll continue as an MP or do whatever to enhance the well-being of the people of Grenada, character and people. I find sometimes we are too preoccupied with position. One doesn't have to be in a position to be effective or to come up with ideas to move the country forward.
Right. Okay. All right. So you don't see that this as a total loss for his political career. He does have a political career from your perspective. He possibly does have a political career after all of this.
Yeah, from my thinking, because as I say, that one has to pursue his goal. One has to once he's working in the interests of the people of Grenada, and he could influence and convince people to rally with him, and they decide to go with him. I think he could make a contribution.
All right. 717-015-720, guys. We're taking your call live on air, speaking live with Honorable former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas here on a range of different things, but specifically getting your view on it. The question that was asked earlier on WhatsApp, your government emphasized, read that already. Grenada has long faced economic challenges, particularly in terms of debt management and diversification on the economy. What were some of the economic strategies your government implemented, and how would you assess their long-term impact on Grenada's development?
Well, I mean, this calls for a detailed answer, but we were trying to manage effectively and to cut back on borrowing. You know, effective management is key and to minimize borrowing.
Okay, all right. What about? I know you said earlier that from your perspective, you believe that the governance of the country is running well. Do you have any advice for the current administration on what they possibly could do better, or what they need to do more of, or what they need to focus on
Well, I think my advice is that to focus some of the MPs need to focus on the constituency. A lot has been done at the government level. A lot has been done in the communities too, in terms of assisting people with housing and toilets and children. I mean, Newlo will tell you that they have the highest registration number in years because of the government policy on providing support for students. But the MPs need to focus more on the constituency, because at the end of the day, people need to see you present in the constituency. And that is vital. Even though work has been done, sometimes they still need to see you make an appearance. So my advice to them is to try and make some time to be part of the activities in the constituency and to make visits and to knock on doors.
Right. Absolutely. Guys, we got final segment. We'll take 2 more calls. We got last commercial break and wrap it up with Uncle Tillman Thomas. We'll be right back.
Today. Located inside Rider Excursion at the Esplanade Mall, we handle both small and large orders with speed and precision. For fast, quality t-shirt printing, call Instaprint at 473-422-1011. Get your perfect print today at Instaprint. Printing done in an instant.
Rent a car in Grenada? Welcome to Ride Car Rental, offering efficient, time-saving service with affordable rates and 100% paperless rentals. Whether you're visiting or need a quick ride, we've got you covered. Call now at 473-422-1011 and get behind the wheel today. Ride Car Rental, where convenience meets the road.
Yes, guys. Just a little bit over time here, chatting with former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas. Uncle Tilly, thank you so much for joining us on the program. I'll give you a last opportunity, final closing words.
Well, I believe that we as a nation, we need to focus on building and strengthening our institutions. I think the present administration is doing fairly well in terms of governance. I mean, there are lots of people who may identify certain things and make certain criticism. But I would say that in the last 30 or so years, this government has really delivered on the promises. I mean, and you would like the pension and all that, whatever it is. And they have been doing fairly well. And I think we need to give them that support and assistance to take the country forward. Sometimes opposition people are just purely power. They just feel that they've been deprived of power and they want to get back in office. But we have to think beyond that. And we have to look at the welfare of all of us as Grenadians. So it is my advice to the Grenadians to get involved in the political process, to debate and discuss the issues. Not only listen to one side, listen to all the different arguments that are on the table. And when you put them together and you compare them, you would see that the present administration has been doing a fairly good job.
Right. I want you to touch quickly, Uncle Tilly, before you wrap up, about the political climate that exists on the island. It's still pretty tense. We still have people who are neighbors not talking to their neighbors, friends and families who are close, but they have different political agenda, the fighting, the Facebook drama, all of that stuff. What advice do you have about bringing the country a little bit back together? They could have different political views, but still we're one Grenada. I want you to speak a little bit to that as well.
Yeah, well, I share that view too. I mean, we may have political differences, but as a community, we should try to unite. I mean, we are members of a society. I mean, if anything happens to Grenada, we all would be affected. We have to promote a sense of brotherhood in our community. I mean, irrespective of our politics. You see, I believe in recent years, the political war, become too prominent in our society. Everything is politics. Man is more than politics. I mean, we need to use politics to help provide services for our people. But because of the way some leaders operate in the past, managing the resources for benefits of certain people, they create hostile camps. And people feel that if the government are in office, they will be deprived. but it shouldn't be like that. This is why I strongly advocate that when a program is being implemented, it should be for everybody, all citizens. Again, I always like to go back to the school books program. The school books program was introduced for all students. But when NNP came into office, they start discriminating on who could afford. That's unnecessary. There are certain things that the citizens of the state should benefit from, irrespective of the economic status in the society. So that is something I think we have to overcome. We have to try and avoid this political anger against each other. We know we support different political organizations. We go to different churches at the same time too, but at the same time, we must maintain a sense of brotherhood and respect for each other.
Absolutely. I said final call, but this is the absolute final call. Caller Live, you are a final caller for the night. Go right ahead.
Hi, good evening, Junior.
Hi.
Good evening, Cousin Tillman.
Yeah, good evening.
Listen, I don't think no one should give NMP any advice. Let's stay right there and get another ass whooping. Thank you, and you have a good night.
Okay, good night.
Okay, caller. Someone said that I remember interviewing someone earlier this a few months ago, and they were saying that that might be an asset. What's happening right now, the NDC should be happy and trying to of what's happening right now politically from what's happening right now, because that means that they are in a better, stronger position come the next election. So I guess if it looks like visibly in fighting, it all rings well for the NDC, if that is the case, if that is in fact what's happening. So Uncle Tilly, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate your time joining us on the program. Take care.
Yeah, thank you. And it's a pleasure being on your program.
All right.
And thanks to all those who contributed to the program.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much, Uncle Tilly.
All right. Okay, man.
All right.
Good night.
We'll be right back.
Riders Excursion and Tours weekly e-bike rides. Gather your family and friends for an unforgettable ride through stunning landscapes. Book your adventure today at ridersabike.com or call 473-422-1011. Don't miss out. Let's ride.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.
I want you folks to play these 3 games from the NLA. Daily pick 3 cash flow and play with. You will be supporting sports and culture, nation building and our future. So go out and play.
Again, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our program today. We apologize earlier for the connection issues. It was internet, but when you're doing live shows, you never could tell, right? At the end of the day, it worked out. But we like things to run smooth here and Ride Along Live, right? Don't forget, Ride Along Live is where everyone has a story to tell. And let me put this out there, because I told you guys this before, that every time I see Honorable Peter David, I always invite him to come on. The last time I saw him was Friday when I was coming back up, and I saw him at the airport, and I said, the doors are wide open, right? So he knows that he could come on. We would like to speak to Peter. We like to speak to anyone that want to speak to us, right? We have an open door policy right here. Reaching out. Okay? Just like how we could have former Prime Minister Tillman Thomas. We'll even love to have former Prime Minister Keith Mitchell on the program as well. Right Along Live, reach a large audience. We'd like to hear from you. Our audience may have a few questions. We could chat about a range of things. All right? So we're putting that out there. All right? So we're putting that out, guys. You know the number. Right? Guys, let me tell you this quickly. Advertising on Right Along Live. We just gotten much better, guys. This month here, if we hit another major milestone, another 10 million views. I'm telling you, the views are racking up. 10 million views on Right Along Live. We have the Wake Up Club with Kirk Sitterhall doing excellent. We have the primetime program and Ride Along. We have the news, everything. People come to Ride Along for everything. This is an everything platform. So if you want to expose your business to a massive audience, you got to advertise on Ride Along Live. Give us a call for more information on that. Also, guys, if you're looking for rental, car rental, ride rental, we just had added some new vehicles to our fleet. Christmas is coming, and everybody's going to be heading down to Grenada. But you got to make the booking now. You have to do it now because we are running out. I mean, we have quite a number of cars, and a lot of them are booked out already for Christmas. So don't wait for Christmas and then you're struggling to get a car or whatever the case is. Book that right now. We have SUVs, we have CRVs, we have cars, everything. So give us a call, 718-701-5720 from here, or if you want to call us locally in Grenada, you could call the number 473-422-1011 or click that link. You could do everything paperless, right? So it's Ride Car Rental. Ride Car Rental, guys. Of course, the SUVs, the cars, the CRVs, all available. But you can't wait last minute, guys. That's where the problem is. If you wait last minute, you're probably not going to get anything, or you might get those that the first, second, and third batch of people say they don't want. So get a ride when you're in Grenada. Call Ride. Also, guys, in addition to cars, SUVs, we also have e-bikes. Yeah. Get an e-bike and get around Grenada with ease. Check us out inside the Esplanade Mall, or you can call 473-422-1011. That's 473-422-1011. It's Ride e-bike in Grenada. Talking about riding. Get on the ultimate, guys. The ultimate ride to Grenada. Offering the best service. Taking you to Grenada. In about 4.5 hours, you're there. Go to jetblue.com right now. That's jetblue.com and book right now. That's where you start. Jetblue.com right now. Low rates. Check out some of the low rates going on to Grenada for the next couple of weeks, guys. I'm telling you. Thank me later. JetBlue.com. Also, guys, if you're looking for t-shirt printing, Instaprint. They print from 1 to 1,000 t-shirts. Big orders, small orders. Check out Instaprint. Give them a call, 473-422-1011. That's 473-422-1011. Give Instaprint a call today. Nutmeg Queen. You purchase the ticket and I go rent the car. I purchase the ticket and you go rent the car. Okay. I have a better idea. You purchase the ticket, you rent the car, and I'm going to help with some gas. How about that? I'll fill up your tank. How about that? I'll give you a full tank of gas when you come to rent it. You just have to bring it back full when you return it. Guys,
don't forget tomorrow morning, early, wake up with the Wake Up Club with Kirk Sitahal, starting at 6 a.m. in the morning, Tuesday. Wake up feeling good. The Wake Up Club with Kirk Sitahal. And guys, we had such a good time hanging out with producer Lois JJ. Nutmeg Queen was there. Yolande was there. All our friends. I call her YOLO. We had a great time, guys, celebrating our producer's birthday party over the weekend. It was really nice. Really nice. Really nice. Really nice. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being a part of our program. Today, we catch you guys tomorrow. We have a very serious issue to discuss tomorrow. We have someone in the hot seat, all right? That opportunity. And guys, I have to tell you this. On Wednesday, we're doing something a little bit different. Now, if you're looking for love, right? If you're looking for love, if you're looking for companion, if you're looking for somebody, right? We're going to change our own program. And Wednesday will be dedicated to finding love, okay? So, I can't believe that there are so many people out there that's single and looking, right? Bachelors and bachelorette. People are just looking. So we're going to help you with that. Wednesday will be dedicated to finding you some love. Okay? Thank me later. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being a part of our Riders group. We thank you and appreciate you so much. Catch you guys again tomorrow. Good night. Oh, I had to leave with a song. I had to leave with a Riders song. I'll memorize the song, eh?
Ride along live worldwide. Feel the beat, feel the vibe. Amazing host leading the ride. Power to the people we shine. Giving fans what they need. Caribbean spirit, let's succeed. Every show with a good deed. Together we plant the seed. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride is sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong. Energy high, heart so bright. Tune in, feel the light. Global love taking flight. Every ride is sheer delight. Making waves across the seas. Love and joy in the breeze. Ride along live if you please. Bringing hope with such ease. Ride along, join the dance, let's sing the song. From island to island strong, with the host we belong.
Or event to the next level? Advertise on Ride Along Live and reach over 10 million viewers worldwide every month. With a global audience tuning in for the latest news, entertainment, and culture, your message will get the exposure it deserves. Don't miss the opportunity to showcase your brand to a diverse and engaged audience. Ride Along Live, where the world watches and your business grows. Contact us today to get started.